Hey guys, what's up? This is Andrew. Today I want to talk about three things. Friendship, change, and high school. And they all go together. So let's talk about how they go together right now in this video. Right now. Right now. In like the next couple of seconds we're going to start talking about this. But for right now I lost my train of thought. And for right now we're going to just keep saying this. So I want to talk about high school, change, and friends. Because all three of those things go together. And before you worry that I'm going to talk about like how our bodies change and how we see hair in places that we never saw hair before and stuff like that. That's not what I mean by change. Don't worry. I'm not going to talk about, bodily functions. Believe me. I had health class. I learned about all that stuff. I wish I could forget some of the stuff I learned. I wish I could forget it. Unfortunately, I can't. So now I'm stuck being scarred for life. Change is going to happen to you a lot in high school. You won't like it. At some points, maybe you will. You could turn out to be a great person, or you could turn out to be a bad person. It all depends on how you were raised, and what choices you made prior in your life, and if you stick to your ways of life. Like, if you stick to your same values and stuff like that, in your life. If you stick to that, if you have a set, if you're like me, I always stuck to my values. I never pretended to be someone I wasn't, because there's no point. And what would that get me? It wouldn't get me anything. Throughout high school, I had a lot of friends. I only have like 2 that I talk to from high school anymore. But a lot of the friends that I had in high school were great friends. They were great for their time. At the time I wanted them around, they were great. At the time I needed them, they were great. But the moment that I stopped needing them, the moment that I realized that they weren't being helpful to my life as much as they had been, is the moment that I kind of realized that I don't need them anymore. And I hate to sound like I'm like the kind of person that uses people, because I'm not. It's just how, like, everyone has aside from a few friends, everyone has friends that they'll have for a certain amount of time because you saw them every day. That was the main thing. I saw them every day, and they were the most tolerable people that I could talk to. Because a lot of the people in my high school were idiots and stupid. And I'm not going to say names. If you went to my high school, you know who I'm talking about. It's important as you're going through high school, whether you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, whatever, it's important that you learn who your real friends are. Whether they be actually your friends in high school, or friends that you know outside of school. Like, most of my friends now are friends that I had in church. One of the family, I knew them for like 13 years, since I was a little kid. They have always been my friends. They will probably always be my friends because I've known them for so long. My friend Josh, who I've known about the same amount of time, 13 years, he's been my friend all this time, and I pretty much guarantee he'll be my friend for the rest of my life. My friend Matt, he'll be my friend for the rest of my life, I hope, because him and I have known each other since 2nd grade? I think it was 2nd grade that we've been friends. Like, we knew each other for, like, since 2nd grade. We were sort of friends, but we didn't become, like, actually, like, really good friends until, like, 5th grade. I don't know why. It's important to know who your real friends are. Because at the end of the day, you can have, like, a ton of friends in school, and you can always be there for them, and at the end of the day, will they be there for you? That's the thing that you need to ask yourself every single, I'm not saying you should question all your friendships, because not all friendships are based around, like, being there for each other. Some friendships are based around something else, like other things, like, I don't know, cars, or, video games, or stuff like that. But, for me, most of my friends were built around, being there for each other, with the exception of Josh and Matt, because I've known them forever. So that's why I'm making sure I make this very clear that it's important that you not only know who your friends are, that you also need to make sure you don't waste your time on someone who doesn't deserve your friendship. And that goes along with dating too. Don't waste your time with someone who's abusive, or someone who's not good for you, or someone who's uh not your type. Don't waste your time with them. If you like them simply because you like them and you don't have a reason, uh, that's okay. I mean, I've done that. I like people that I have no idea why I like them, and that's just how it worked out. I've learned from all those experiences. I've learned that I should be careful about who I like, because every time I like somebody, it was for a stupid reason. And one of my friends, she would always ask me when I like somebody, because I would always talk to her about that stuff. Because she's a girl, and girl advice. So hello, it's not like you should go. You side note, if you need girl advice, talk to a girl about it. So this one friend I had, she always asked me, since I was a Christian, if she was Christian. If the person I liked was Christian, and if I said no, she would kindly remind me that that probably isn't a good idea. And after I kind of got that, after I kind of got the whole I like them thing out of my head, I started to realize that they weren't as good of people as I thought, and it has nothing to do with religion either. It has nothing to do with whether or not they're a Christian. It just has something to do with whether or not how they act as a person. And some of them were just horrible people. And I wish I would have listened to my friend so much more than I did. It would have saved me a lot of problems. If I ever go to that person for advice again, I'm gonna make sure I listen to her and not, try to see the good in everybody all the time. That was my problem throughout high school. I always tried to see the good in people. Okay, so anyways, back to the point. One thing I've learned throughout high school is that you should never replace your friends that you already have with people that... Okay, you should never replace your long-standing friendships with people that you just met. People that you just met may have some sort of, ulterior motive to being your friend, whereas someone who you've known for a long time and someone who's been your friend for a very long time probably won't, do that to you. They'll probably care more about you. I'm not saying this is always the case, because every time I tried replacing one of my friends with, another friend, it always got, really screwed up. I would find out later that that friend that I replaced my friend with did not really care about me, essentially. Whereas, if I would have listened to the person, if I would have listened to the other person, I would have been a lot happier. I would have, all that stuff. Now, I'm also not saying not to make friends at all either. You can make friends, just make sure you're not making friends with the intention of getting rid of all your other friends. If that makes sense. The hard part about having a lot of friends is that you never have time for all of them. That's why I keep my friend circle very small, and that's why I'm glad that most of my friends are all friends. So, if we do something, mostly everyone is there. Mostly everyone is involved in doing something, and no one feels really left out. So that's always a good thing. Like I said, mainly don't pursue anyone in your life unless you have a really good reason to. Lesson of the day. And that little session of my video kind of got really off topic and really, focused on the friendship aspect. And I didn't really get to talk about change. Or high school. Well, I kind of talked about high school. So I think, for this, I'm just going to leave this as part 1. And then I'll come back to this another day and talk about part 2. Because, and that'll be more focused around the changing part. Sorry this video was, kind of a bit long. Kind of got really off topic and kind of, well, not really off topic. It just focused on one topic. 1 to 3 topics for too long. Next video, I'm going to talk more about change and high school. So today I kind of talked about friendship in high school, but next time I'm going to talk about change in high school. Kind of a little bit more in depth, and just so we can talk about that more. If you have any personal stories you want to share about high school and all that happy stuff, feel free to leave a comment. If you have any ideas for videos I can do, if you have any questions, leave a comment. If you need any advice and you want an advice video, leave a comment. I'll make a video about advice, about some sort of advice I can give you. It may take me a little bit, but I'll get to it eventually. So yeah. With that in mind, I'm going to get going. I'll see you guys later. And stay in school, don't do drugs, and be an outstanding citizen today.